Why did you make that noise? That's the first noise we heard. I don't even know which one of you it was.
Oh, I think you know which one of us it was.
I mean,
I think you've heard that before.
Just sighing with ecstasy immediately as we open the stream.
Sighing with Ecstasy is my first novel name. Thank you.
We all have to drink Red Bulls to keep our focus.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Go on then.
Except for Myre.
Drink one.
No, I would I would have a panic attack in 5 seconds.
You wouldn't.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Sidequest. Another adventure awaits ahead of the Sidequesters. You are on your way. You are on the road in your wagon filled with mithril and magical items, about halfway to Sunreach. You set off in the morning after parting ways with the road folk, who headed on their way south towards Eldessa as you kind of head vaguely northward towards Sunreach. Who wants to roll a d12 to start us off today?
I do. That's my favorite dice. Oh, I'm not even in the call. Yes, I am. I have it right here. All right. And the Red Bull is working.
Not
perfectly.
in the call, by the way.
The Red Bull,
another 10 minutes.
in case anybody was wondering, it's working as intended. Got a 9.
All right. What's 6 plus 9?
Myre?
Huh?
Whack?
15.
15, dude.
15.
I can't do math.
What
on
have you
camera.
been doing for the last 9 hours on the road?
I have been. Did we get to keep the dice from the game we played? I would have liked to have taken those dice, and I would like to have been looking at a way I can weight them. For the last 9 hours, I've been trying to weight the dice.
Do you have a dice set in your
No, that's what I was
inventory?
wondering. If we got to keep the ones we had. Wait, maybe I do. Hang on, I'm gonna check.
You didn't get to keep the ones they didn't belong to you. No.
Well, we know that they weren't rigged because we won so many things.
So I want to be ready. No, I've got some playing cards.
No playing cards. Okay.
Do not have a dice.
So,
set.
like, now you're interested in, like, games and stuff?
Is this in character or is this?
I don't know.
This is the back in the
I'm
back
just
of the
slowly getting
wagon.
into character because I wasn't in character.
It is now in character in the back of the wagon. The two of them, while
That's right.
Seth goes burrowing through her belongings looking for
Are
a
you looking
set
for
of
dice?
dice.
I don't think I have any. Are those cards?
Yeah, but I mean, they're maybe, I don't know how to play with cards properly. I was just, I don't like playing, but I like winning. I realized after being with you guys, it's kind of nice to win all the time, and we're kind of good at it, so, I don't know, I was thinking of ways to make that easier.
Like, cheating?
Well, it is not, it's gonna benefit all of us, so does it matter? Is it cheating if we win and we use it for good anyway? That's fine, right?
Yes.
Oh,
Still
well,
cheating.
I don't think that's am I a bad person for cheating if it's for the
Probably
greater
not
good?
for the cheating, but maybe for the cannibalism, but I'm definitely not the cheating.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, it's
Anyway.
not the cheating is what I'm saying.
Do you have any dice?
No, I've got a coin. Do I
I
even
don't
have
need your
that?
coin. Actually, yeah, I'll take your coin.
All right,
And I would
here
then
you go.
be trying to figure out a way to make the coin double heads for the rest of
You're
the
just
journey
gonna
instead.
pocket it. Oh, thanks.
Yeah, thank you. I'll take your coin, but
All right, well, that's unrelated, I guess. You
Is-
can have that.
Is it actually cannibalism if a human eats an elf?
Yes.
Who said that?
Who was
we have
that?
that clarification.
At the side of the road, 15 bandits.
Yeah. That's
Shut up,
cannibalism.
We were gonna ambush you, but then we heard that. That's fucked up. Never mind.
You four don't notice it, but all the bandits are like, no, fuck that. Well, not that wagon sounds crazy. Not that one, not that one. And they get back down in the bushes, and you trundle on past.
We'll wait for the next one, lads. The next one will be better.
We ain't dealing with that crazy no more.
I only ate his thigh anyway.
Doppler effect.
All right. Do you do anything else on this night? There's 9
Yes.
hours of travel here that you do.
I try to teach anyone who will listen to me the best technique for kissing.
Classic Bard. What?
Not on each other, just in the mirror.
It's just a seminar. It's a
seminar,
just a lecture
a kissing
of you
seminar.
kissing.
And
Okay.
I'm standing there and I'm like into the mirror in front of all of
It's a
them.
9-hour master class.
It's a 9-hour masterclass.
Wonderful.
Who's
Wow, I'm learning so
who's
much.
trying to learn how to kiss?
Well, I guess I probably
Not
tried
me.
to tune it out, and then like
Nope.
it's when someone's got like the TV
Seth
on
doesn't
for a
want to know
while,
how to kiss.
and then like
All
know
those
plenty.
eyes you're making at every single man with a sword that comes across us.
You think I don't already know how to kiss?
Sure you do, of course you do.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And I mean,
I give
why would I
God
want
a look.
lessons from a crusty old man anyway?
I say,
yeah, she's
staring at
asking
Rickard.
for it. Listen to the way she's asking.
My eyes are on the road, staring dead ahead.
I move right next. You're on the front of the wagon, aren't you? I
Oh,
like
I guess,
come up
I guess
behind
the
you,
seminar's over.
and I say, "What did you call me?" Not
Wait,
you,
you're
God.
talking to me?
What did you
I-
call me?
I was in the back of the wagon, but yeah.
Oh, you were? Okay, never mind then.
Just
I
yelling
s-
through.
My immersion's broken.
Quick, get it back, get it back. Fix it, fix it!
Fix it,
Prestidigitation! Prestidigitation!
How dare you?
Perfect.
I am not old nor crusty. Prestidigitation.
Crust is kind of a manner of being rather than a status, you know? You
Oh,
don't,
really? And what
Yeah.
manner of being would that be?
You're just kind of crusty, you know? You're like that guy I would avoid in a bar. You just look like the kind of guy who you kind of touch him and your hand comes off a little bit sticky. But like, you're in public,
I jump
so it's
off
weird.
the back of the wagon and start walking away.
Way?
Oh,
Where
I-
away? Rickard!
Nope, I'm done. Goodbye.
Okay, and now what are we? What are we now? Just the Fabulous 3?
I keep driving
You're
the wagon.
nothing without me.
Okay. We'll
And
see.
Rickard walks away the opposite direction.
Okay.
Okay, now. Okay. Where are you going?
I don't think I lose.
Rickard!
I guess he's really gone.
Huh?
Got that upset about being called old?
What's going on back there?
Is that what you call
Oh,
him? You call him
Rickard's
old?
gone, by the way.
Yeah, he left.
just-
He just like walked out, and I was
Oh.
just getting. We were just getting to the elvish kissing.
Should
That
I
was the
stop?
next part.
I
I
mean,
don't
do
know.
you want Rickard to be back here? Do we need him? I mean,
Well, yeah, because then we're just
the fabulous.
and the
three.
Fabulous 3.
Well, we don't
Yeah.
have to have a person. In fact, he takes all the credit when we could just be the Fabulous 3. It's got a better ring to it.
Should I stop?
Yeah, stop.
Yeah, stop.
I pull the horse brake.
Is it not technically still a hand break? Because still hand
No.
break.
No.
Okay.
Tail.
What are you pulling
The
on?
horse's tail, yeah. This is the joke I made last week.
Yoink.
Okay. Do we still see Rickard on the road?
Give me a perception check.
Okay. I can do that.
All of us were just.
Whoever's looking.
Oh, and that's 20 for you.
A dirty 20 for me.
I don't see him. It's kind of green out there.
What did Fitch get?
He got a 20.
22. Natural 20.
Natural 20. Rickard, roll me a D20.
Is this to see what sort of monster has me in their jaws?
That's exactly what it's for.
Perfect. And this is it.
It's a 7.
A 7.
I like that number.
Okay. As you look down the road, far down the winding road where the fields begin to roll into sparse golden hills leading down and towards the southern city of Eldessa, you sort of spot the sort of vague signs of a struggle. Being dragged along by 3 Gnolls is Rickard. His sort of slender and elegant body, grabbed on either side. He sort of maybe looks like he's in distress. I don't know. It's Rickard. I can't tell what he's doing. He might be trying to kiss one for all I know. He does have a very long scratch marring one of his perfect and pale cheeks. Lose 1 hit point, please, Rickard. And
He's in trouble. He's in trouble. He's in trouble. He's in trouble. He's in trouble.
his
he's in
hair
trouble.
has come loose across his face. And the Gnolls are sort of jabbing at him and jeering at him as they drag him off the path and into the underbrush. With a natural 20,
God.
you do recognize just a sort of stubborn glimmer in his eyes. There's an understanding, Fitch, that you recognize that he's sort of calculating. Either he's calculating something. It's either a perfect sort of cutting remark, or he's trying to figure out the perfect moment to escape. You are all long rested, yes.
Okay. Yeah, whip it around. He's in trouble. He's in trouble. He's in trouble. He's in trouble. As soon as he stepped off, he got in trouble. He's in trouble. It looks like there's 3 things that are taking him off into the woods.
He's a liability. We should just leave him. Wherever he goes, trouble follows.
I'm sure he has a plan. I turn the wagon around.
You turn the wagon around, which is a pretty slow process.
Okay,
Rickard.
I'm still watching. All right. Perfect. Yeah.
Rickard, you are being dragged off the road by these large creatures. You're pretty big, right? But you're quite weirdly tall and oddly muscular.
And crusty.
Me, I'm oddly muscular. I'm not like really tall. I'm
Okay.
I'm like 5'11", I think.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, they're
Not even 6 foot. I mean,
these Gnolls are pretty tall. They're tall. They have a relatively decent sort of wiry strength to them. They're about 7 foot tall or so. They're kind of a sort of a human hyena looking thing. Each one is wearing very basic looking clothing that's probably old and stolen. And they're kind of snapping at each other, and as they speak, they sort of they yip and bite at each other. But 2 of them have you in like a pretty firm grip. One has each one of your arms and is dragging you through this underbrush as they shout at one another.
Oh, come on, this way. Yeah. Oh, no, this way. We's going to eat him. We's going to eat him. No, we's not going to eat him. We's going to rob him. And then we's going to eat him. Yeah. We're going to eat him. We're going to eat him.
As they're dragging you away. The one that's sort of leading the pack says,
Quiet. There's more of them on the road. Don't. Yeah. Don't. We're going to eat him. Shush. We don't want to draw any more attention.
And they kind of yip and snap at each other as they speak. Dragging you into the underbrush. What do you do?
What do I do?
Yeah, what are you doing right now? I don't want to just say this happens to you. You can attempt to do stuff if you'd like.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, I wouldn't expect that you would railroad me into a situation of being captured.
It's all good.
Yeah, I...
Keep going. Every week.
Which one, like, is there one that, like, might be the leader? Like, who's the one that's like, yeah, we're gonna eat him, we're gonna rob him first? Like, which...
I
focus my... I attempt on... I want to, What, would you say insight?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Give me that 15, please, Brad.
The one that's sort of saying,
Yeah, we're gonna eat him.
Seems like by far the least leadery of them. Just kind of seems like the dumb, idiotic one. His eyes are rolling around wildly. He's just kind of got a grip on your arm. The other one that's holding your other arm is sort of excitedly sort of going along with everything. But the one that's trudging a few feet ahead of you and kind of keeps glancing back over his shoulder and back towards the road is the one that you would guess is the leader.
Okay, so the dumb one, who I'm going to call Ed, I'm ignoring. And I look towards the one that seems to be the leader, and I say, "Oh, darling, you know, I've been looking for someone just like you. I think you'd be perfect to make a lot of money. Are you interested in making a lot of money?"
Give me a persuasion check.
An 11.
I
rolled a 3.
Yeah, the Gnoll sort of leading the pack turns around, and with the Gnoll has like a bow that looks like it's made out of like bone. Just whips it off their shoulder and hits you hard on the head with it. Whack!
Whoa. Shut up! Shh. Any more out of you and I'll hit you again.
Looks like one of them has a bow made of bone. It's a loaded arrow.
I think you're right.
We should try and get their attention, maybe. I guess, if we're saving him.
I can do that.
Or we should just wait and just see what his plan is, I guess, if you think he's got one.
Right, but we're the fabulous three. He's just Rickard. So maybe we should be fabulous and help. I don't know why I'm quiet. I don't know why I was quiet. I was next to you this whole time. But we should be. We should go help.
All right. In that case, I go, "Hey, Gnolls! Over here, you idiots! What are you doing?" I say in perfect Gnoll.
You speak Gnoll?
Oh.
I do speak Gnoll. I picked it as a bullshit stat. I did not realize you'd have Gnolls in this game.
Fuck.
Yay! I love it.
I didn't know I'd have Gnolls in the game either. And then
Gnoll.
Rickard, Orcish said, "Oh, am I being captured by a creature?" And I said, "Well, let's find out." And then he rolled a 7 and then got really pissed off that the thing he suggested was happening was actually happening. You know, even gave him a chance that was completely randomized on a dice roll. So
I'll teach you about manifestation, bitch.
yeah. The Gnolls suddenly stop with you under their arms, Rickard. The one with the bow kind of like pulls the bow around your head and neck and drags you backwards.
Beyonce Gnoll.
And Beyonce the Gnoll.
Thank you.
And shouts back in Gnoll.
Who goes there?
Stone Eye of the Dunes of the Fabulous Three.
Is you a Gnoll?
No, but I know Gnolls.
Who you know?
I know Gefracht of the Dunes.
I never heard of him.
He's of the Dunes!
I ain't never been to the Dunes. Where's that?
In the Dunes.
Is we gonna eat him now? Yeah. We're gonna eat
I
him
don't know
now.
if this is
Shut up.
working.
Why is he laughing
Can
so
I
much?
see them? Can we see them in through the forest, or can we just hear them?
Yeah, you can see him. You're at like the edge of the road. There's like a bunch of underbrush. It's not particularly thick though. You can kind of make
Sounds
them
like
out.
they're
They're just
laughing
dragging him
back.
through a bunch of like wild and unkept bushes
I'd like to try
and
and aim a fireball in the direction they're heading in to try and light the brush in front of them so that they can't. They've got an obstacle in the way. Woof! Sudden fire.
I was doing diplomacy! I say to Seth,
working!
imperfect Gnoll.
just
You didn't know
yelling!
that? We're talking in
They're
Gnoll!
still dragging him. You're not
is he
he's
laughing
gonna
at you?
disappear.
And then a
Diplomacy
firebolt.
takes time!
And then a firebolt goes off.
Yep.
What is he saying?
We're just gonna eat him quick.
One of them goes to bite you, Rickard. Make me a dexterity saving
good.
throw.
I mean, I'd probably just fail.
I think we need to kill them.
There's
20.
the dumb one bites down towards your leg. You just lift your legs up at the right time, and
Come on, we're just gonna eat him. Don't eat him. We need him.
Darling, if you're going to bite, try and make it a nibble. And I wink.
I don't know what that means. You know what? Eat him.
We need to stop
the
them.
three of them push Rickard to the ground, and then they go to eat him. And that's what we're gonna roll some
Stop 'em.
initiative. Let me
They only know killing and eating.
bring you over to
Map?
a map. Let's see what I've even got here. Do I have a
Brad loves this
I
campaign.
only have this fire pit and lava. I guess we'll use this map.
I guess it's so. I guess.
Have
Firebolt
demon pit.
triggered a lava reaction.
Let's drag you all on.
He dragged us into this hilly nolly area. That's weird. Just whatever.
I don't recall
Look at all
seeing
these
this
gnolls.
grassy knoll.
And then I need some knolls on a knoll. 1, 2,
No, that
3.
one's Drake. That one's the Degrassi knoll. Drake. That's a throwback. Okay.
I did not like that.
And you should be able to roll initiative now.
Oh yeah, I didn't roll.
You
16.
should be able to roll initiative now, is Brad's polite way of saying, please roll initiative. I'm still waiting.
14.
5. Perfect.
All right. Let's put some knolls all around Rickard first.
All around me are familiar knolls.
I'm not gonna make the joke.
Rickard, you are grappled and prone.
Okay.
I can't remember what grappled does or means in 2024, but
Yeah, I'll figure it out.
Grappled in 2024?
It means he cannot move away from the target who's grappling him.
all
I
right.
believe.
Okay. The first knoll to go is the one that is the dumb one that tried to bite you before. Who? Let's see, what moves do you have? Is that what this is? Rend? That sounds about right. Is going to attempt to rend you. You're prone, so it has advantage on this attack.
I mean, it doesn't matter. You're gonna roll great anyways.
I am.
Rend me.
The gnoll just bites into your left butt cheek and tears a good chunk out.
Jesus.
And deals 6 damage to you. There's a screech from Rickard as it bites into Rickard's butt.
Oh, do they have the princess in there too?
I don't know. I think that was no.
Eat him quick. Quick. We gotta get out of here.
I shoot at the one
It's
who
God's
tried to
turn.
bit at his ass.
My arse.
His ass. This accent's weird. I shoot at the one who bit his ass.
Okay.
Oh, for a 10 to hit.
10 misses.
Rolled a
Arrow
2 and got a 10.
launches off into the sort of grassland forest behind where the gnoll is chewing on a piece of Rickard's butt.
Okay. I believe that is my turn.
All right, Rickard. Your turn.
I would like to. Everyone's going to hate me. I'd like to disguise myself as a gnoll.
Oh my god, when has this ever worked?
It's going to work.
It's gonna, if it keeps one of these times, it's gonna work. I'm with you, Rickard. This is gonna be fantastic, and we're gonna be just the other guys.
I'm sure he has a plan.
You will definitely be able to tell me apart.
Roll me a deception check with disadvantage, and the number you have to beat is 15.
For me to even be able to do that.
To trick all 3 of them.
Okay, so deception with disadvantage.
Is this?
Think I did it. I got a 16.
Yeah. You transform into a gnoll in front of their eyes, and the one that's like eating the flesh of your butt cheek looks back down, and you've transformed into a gnoll. The other 2 kind of look down, and you've transformed into a gnoll, and you're just a gnoll version of yourself.
Yeah.
They say,
I'm like a hot gnoll.
Who's that? Who's that?
I
Who
want
you?
to see if I'm fooled.
It is I, Gnollbone, the Gnoll King.
Okay.
Who's that? You heard of Gnoll Bone, the Gnoll King? I never heard of the Gnoll King. Who's the Gnoll King?
Well, I am, and I'm here to lead you to a place where there's food as far as the eye can see, and gold if you should wish it.
What's gold?
Something you can
common?
use to buy food.
are you speaking common?
Yeah, well, yeah, I don't know how to speak
Oh. Well then, rewinding the whole scene, you transform into a gnoll, and they go. What do you do?
And I go.
What do I hear him say?
What are they saying? What are they saying, God?
You understand what they're all saying. Rickard is just going. The gnolls are saying,
What language is he speaking? I don't know. I mean, he looks like us. Yeah. He don't smell like us. Nah. He definitely don't smell like us. Nah, he smells like flowers. Yeah. Well, he don't sound like us neither. Nah. He does look like us. Yeah. Who are you?
but you again, Rickard.
I. Do I get another chance to speak?
What do you
Is that
do?
it?
Yeah, what are you doing in this moment?
I pull out my dagger and I brandish it in the air. And then I charge forward at my friends.
Okay.
Ah!
pull out a dagger.
What is he
dead.
doing?
He's so dead.
I think he's got a plan. I
You know
trust him. He's the leader. He's the captain after all.
Go ahead and complete your turn. You stand up, that's half your movement.
Yeah, he let go of me, so I'm not grappled, and then I would stand to my feet, and if I can, I would move.
Okay.
He's the lead singer of our party.
3
I think I
opportunity
can only
attacks.
move. They attack me?
Yeah. You pull out a knife, and I don't think they fucking know what the fuck is going on. The first one's going to attempt to attack you here. He misses you.
Do they have pack tactics, though, because they're gnolls?
No. I don't think so.
Okay.
And they kind of suck. The second one's going to attempt to attack you here with a natural 20.
Of course, I mean...
We're going to be fair. And then the third one's going to miss as well. So the nat 20 will hit you and deal 12 damage.
I'm down. Put me back.
Roll me a Constitution saving throw.
This is it, guys. The end of the Fabulous 3.
Oh no, we'll be here. It's just the end of Rickard.
Right.
There is no Fabulous 3 without Rickard. I'm sorry.
I don't know, I count 1, 2, 3.
I've rolled a 4.
The Gnoll, as you pull out the dagger, bites your finger off.
Oh my god.
Pick a finger.
Okay. I get to pick a finger?
Yeah, I'll let you pick a finger.
I want you to pick a finger.
All right, index finger.
Okay. My index finger is gone. I can never play the lute again.
It bites your finger off and takes the knife away from you. And then swallows down the finger and grabs the knife. And then sort of, I think that's what causes you to pass out.
Okay.
That's looking as you lose a finger and seeing that your index finger on are you right-handed or left-handed?
Right-handed.
Right hand is gone.
You're striking.
And then falls forward. Does this break your spell as well? You pass out.
I mean, I'm unconscious. Yeah.
I don't know if it's a concentration.
It is not concentration.
Oh yeah, it isn't. Yeah, I'm just a gnoll.
You are just a gnoll. Falls down, and that's the end of your turn. The gnolls continue to yip and snap at each other.
We're just gonna eat him now. Oh, you can leave it. We're gonna eat him. We don't want to share.
They shout to you. Again, 2 of you hear.
He is our food. I shout back.
Okay.
In
What are you
no.
saying? What are you saying?
I'm telling you.
Your turn.
I'm telling them to leave him alone.
Right, okay, yeah, sure. No, that's a good idea, right. God damn it, Rickard!
I fumble, pull my wand out, and then cast magic missile, trying to hit all 3 of them at least once each.
Okay.
So,
What do they have for weapons?
They have. Honestly, I don't
biting.
know what this is. I think it's just a bite and a bow.
Okay.
So bows and big mouths.
Really obnoxious sound, I'm sorry. Right, so 5 to these 2 and 2 to
I
the
feel
other
like
one
I'm
in the
there.
middle.
That's right.
The golden shower extends
That's right.
outwards, arcing over Rickard's prone body and hits each of them in a glittering display of little tiny
I'm-
magic darts like sticking in them.
Oh, bees, bees.
My view, like the camera eyes are closing over it, and I see like golden showers sparking above my fading vision as I pass out.
And I'm gonna move a little bit closer to give me more options.
Oh, my Red Bulls.
Seth runs through like an old bag of recycling.
Well, who left that there?
Okay. That's my turn.
That was my Red Bull. I mean, that's my potions.
Okay. An arrow is launched towards you.
These is fighting with bees. Bees. All right, bees. Kill them all. We just eat one each.
They can't count. Another nat 20 from me.
Yeah, that's so cool and normal, by the way.
Onto you. 6 damage as an arrow. The leader, what was its name? Gnolls. Gnolls. Bo Yonsei.
Right.
Oh, Yonsei.
Well, that's the one with the bow. That's the one with the bow. Yeah, that's Bo Yonsei.
Pulls up the bone bow. Pulls in a sort of like an old-looking splintered arrow into the string and then lets it loose. And you say you're down, Seth?
Yep.
You can't. Oh, okay. Just straight into Seth's chest.
4 hit points.
And just like immediately, Seth just falls backwards.
What do we do?
Actually pins me into the tree behind me.
Pins you cartoonishly into a tree. Halwyn, it's your turn.
Great! Wow! All right, and I saw all this happen.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I guess does that change anything for me? No, I guess I'm gonna continue my day. All right, I guess so. You ran up just now and then did that. 45 feet away. I will recount my entire turn. Rethink this whole thing.
Good call.
Yeah, thank you.
Enough from you.
I will run up. Is this cover? Would you call this rock here cover?
I'll allow it. You'd say that you run behind a rock.
Well, yeah, I would, but I'm gonna run and grab her and hopefully I'm gonna go here. And can I reach to her here and heal her?
Yeah. You're
Right. I'm gonna go. Wow, Seth, stand up. Is there? And I'm sorry, she's already standing because she's pinned to a tree.
Technically standing.
Yeah, I mean...
I'm gonna do that thing that I've been doing where you're not supposed to do, and that's pull out the arrow. And as I do, there's gonna be like a flash of magic as the light on my glove goes off, and then heal her with my cure wounds. And this is probably gonna be all of her health. I'm gonna overheal her with a D4. What is it? No available.
All you need is 5.
Consume a spell slot. Cast it 1. You have no available first level spell slots. That doesn't make any sense. Oh, unless I did a long rest.
Yeah.
This is a short rest. Where's the long rest? Here's the tent. Okay, great.
Owen erects a tent, gets inside, cooks himself a little dinner, lays down in a sleeping bag, falls asleep for 8 hours, wakes up, steps outside, does a little wee-wee.
I'm in halfling character.
Packs his tent away,
And
loads
then
it up on the wagon, and then
I heal.
And then heals Seth. 4. 6.
4 hit points.
Overhealed. There you go. Hey, welcome. Now, and then now get over here. And I want to try. I can't. I don't think I can do anything else, right? It's a move and a thing.
Right, you can do a bonus action.
I will try to shoo you over here. Come here, you. Actually, no, I'm not. Yes, I am. That's what I'm doing. Never mind.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn then?
I don't know. Yeah, that's it. That's the end of my turn.
Right. The other Gnoll, that's the slightly less stupid one, says,
"Whoa! He's back alive! This is undead!"
and fires an arrow at Seth.
Oh, good.
Believing Seth to be an undead. Oof. A 5 as the Seth, you come to life. You're healed. The wound closes over the arrow and breaks out of your chest, and you kind of fall like an inch to the ground. And then another arrow hits the tree just by your head. Let's see here. The first one I think is going to jump over Rickard. And honestly, Seth, you went front line. He's going to rush at you on all fours. A giant tongue lolling, his eyes kind of wild. And it jumps, leaps through the air, and attempts to bite you.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
It's going to hit you on a 19 and deal 6. I don't think it matters, but it's piercing damage to you. Are you down?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it just barrels into you into the tree and just there's a horrible sound of like part of Seth's shoulder being bitten into, but also some of the damage just comes from the gnoll colliding into Seth and then into the tree. Seth and the gnoll go like spinning through the underbrush, rolling over one another. The gnoll kind of splays out and jumps up, shakes himself off. Blood around his muzzle, turns around wildly and sort of sees you there, Halwyn, as well, but is going to end his turn there, you know. Got, it is your turn.
I'm gonna draw my bow and aim at the one that Seth did the least damage to, the one right next to Rickard.
Great.
Okay, gonna fire the bow at him. Like so.
Got sights up a knoll, fires an arrow.
11.
It launches far above the knoll's head into the forest once again with a second arrow from Got.
As it misses, where the arrow lands, the shaft explodes, and a bunch of seeds and spores launch out of the back of the arrow. They burrow into the ground by the knoll, and almost immediately, vines start to shoot out of the ground.
You missed!
It shouts in Knoll, and then immediately gets ensnared by something.
I try to cast ensnaring strike. They need a 12 DC strength save.
What's the first line of that spell?
Yeah, could you read that spell out?
As you hit the target.
Yeah.
Never mind.
The tree is grasped by the vines.
I take it back. That didn't happen.
There's no Control Z's in this campaign.
Come on, Z.
You have all lost every single morsel of good faith, and you know it. No, I'm kidding. You don't have to. You don't do that.
Thank you. That is my turn.
There are no Control Z's in this campaign. That's the craziest thing you've ever said.
Yeah, that's the end of your turn. You're moving a bit.
I'm gonna move here.
Running it as far away as you can. Okay.
Yep. Thank you, Delmer.
Yeah, great. It is Rickard's turn. Roll me a death saving throw, please.
I'm going to. I've got a cool little death saving throw thing on my sheet. I'm gonna roll it, and it's a 12.
12, one make.
Okay.
Seth, make me a Seth saving throw as well. 6 is one failure.
Fail. Not as
Come on.
The
In the bushes,
gnoll
gargles blood. Oh no.
who Got fired an arrow at is going to attempt to fire one back at Got. How far away are you? I wonder if it's far enough. It might be. Are you a... No. Sorry, Got. It is not a short bow. An arrow launches as Got runs. I mean, you dip and weave through these trees, and you, as you sort of duck behind a tree, you hear a as an arrow strikes it, the splintering of bark over your head as you kind of slide down behind that rock. That gnoll misses with its arrow, and it is Halwyn's turn, aka Fitch, but it says Halwyn on the turn order, and that means you're going to be Halwyn for the whole campaign.
That's right, baby. Yeah, I don't know how that happened. Anyway, I'm going to.
Your token.
Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna. will, I guess, step over Seth. Right? So, whoops. I go here. Or whatever's not correct. Yes. No. Yes. Let's pretend I'm on Seth's square, right? But for all intents and purposes, I'm on Seth. Anyway, so I am going to.
He's on ChatGPT right now.
I'm on Chat. Yeah, I'm having ChatGPT actually help me out. ChatGPT, help me figure out what to do against.
How do I win D&D, ChatGPT?
How do I win D&D? I'm trying to just figure out the narrative of how this is going to happen. Because my character doesn't know that he casts spells, Brad. So I'm trying to roleplay.
Mm-hmm.
It's called roleplay.
You know what that is, right?
You know what that is, right? No matter what I say, it's going to be harshly judged. So I'm going to.
That's the curse of Orcish. After he said he was the greatest role player of all time.
Everything. Okay. Oh boy. So. I don't
what are you about to do, dude?
So I want to cast Blade Ward, but I don't know how to, like... That's the challenge, is like, how do I make this make sense?
Who wants to play Myth's character for this campaign? Because he simply
casting
is...
Can't do it.
I've
I just
never...
can't do it.
The executive dysfunction striking him right now as he
Hold on, let me have my Red Bull.
becomes fully stun-locked.
Is it emotional based? The emotions could be stirring a wind around him, a sort of effect that takes the arrows from the tree and take the splinters and creates this.
I got it.
There you go, you did it.
That's what's gonna happen.
Leah did it. She like jump-started him there.
It's the spell wind.
A creative jump start.
I think there is a wind. My hair starts to flicker, but there's like this stoic, like stone toughness to my resolve as I'm trying to process everything that's happening. And I go, not again. My friends? These are my friends. And this is not my fault. Ah! And I'm gonna then cast Blade Ward, and then I'm also, as a bonus action, gonna go into rage. And my eyes are gonna have a red circle ignite as in like around my irises as I tap into that victory I had over Brannick. And that's my turn. I did both of the things. I did bonus action and Blade Ward. So they have to... I'm casting Blade Ward.
Yep. Now,
so
I'm going to give you...
D4 against their attack rolls towards me.
I'm going to give you the Myre benefit of the doubt here. I mean, first of all, Myre knows every rule off the back of his...
Of the back of his hand.
And Myth is a DM of 5e. So there's no excuse for me to even slightly be helping you out here. But if you cast Blade Ward and then Rage, you will drop Blade Ward because the concentration will break because Barbarian.
Blade Ward's not a concentration spell, I don't think.
Yes. Are you sure?
I just looked it up.
That's what it looks like.
It's a cantrip that requires an action to cast, but does not require concentration.
Nice. Okay. I thought it was a concentration spell.
Concentration on the chat log.
Like that. I'll flip you off my tiny hands.
It does say concentration.
Wait, what? It does or doesn't?
It does say
on the
concentration.
chat log, but I don't know.
I mean, that's...
Fuck that chat log.
You're lying to me, I'm sorry.
Let me look. ChatGPT says different. Actually, it does. It totally does. It is concentration up to a minute.
It has changed in 2024.
2024 might be the thing.
2024 change.
Yeah. 2024 makes the concentration.
Sorry, man.
Now the player goes in rage. Okay, great. Well, that ruins my entire day. Okay.
I mean, you could just, like, save Seth's life. I mean, just... Because if she rolls a natural 1 the next essay,
it's not
she's
worth it
dead.
just to get down immediately.
What I'm saying that before
soaking shots now.
You can do a different spell. I'll let you off because I let Myre off, but neither of you deserve to be let off.
That is so very kind of
And I want you to remember that.
I'm
And I want you to remember that the next time Orcish tries to derail my very carefully planned handmade campaign that I'm trying to... I would like to...
Can trying to get Rickard up than Seth. He's got a better chance of surviving.
No, you're right.
I'm going to print screen that message from last week, actually, Orcish, because I think we're going to need it a few times.
But I didn't do it. I didn't do it.
Yes, you literally tried to. You didn't get to. And it was entirely down
I didn't
to...
get to do it.
But you tried to. And if it wasn't for
I could
me
have tried harder.
railroading Myre's character with a challenge...
Oh, wow.
I'm sure you did do that.
I will instead use the dodge action. So I will go, not again, my friends. That entire thing still happens, and then my eyes turn red. We're going into super speed because I'm now redoing the whole thing, and then I just go into dodge mode. I've got my hands up like a boxer because I'm envisioning my fight with Brannick and what Brannick would do. And I would float like a butterfly, sting like some sort of orcish devil.
Okay.
Orcish? Devil?
So you're doing dodge and then rage.
I enrage, and then I dodge. Wait.
You can't end your turn on the same spot as Seth. Actually, you might be able to because she's down. Is that the rule?
I'll go here. Whatever. I'll move to here.
Okay. Let's see here.
Under this tree.
See. I think yeah, you're dodging, but we'll have an arrow be launched at you anyway.
Yeah, whatever.
So it's disadvantage from the dodge, which means it misses. An arrow launches towards you, and you just you duck underneath it. It may be the first time we've really seen you be able to utilize some of this barbarian skill set, as an arrow is clearly being launched at you, and then you just like Neo step out of the way of this thing. You're like
sticks on the tree next time.
It's pretty impressive to anyone who was watching, which was no
anyone
one.
who was questioning my build.
That one Gnoll, maybe. Okay, back to the top of the round here. The Gnoll which attacked Seth is going to also attempt to attack you, I think, here, because he is just sort of biting, snapping at the air around you. Disadvantage again. He misses. You are now just doing the thing with the agents where you're just blurring and twisting, and the arrows are launching past you. This thing is like, and then yipping and screaming at you in Gnollish.
Not realizing that I am the one.
Which brings us to Gott's turn.
Can I use this tree as cover?
Yeah.
Then I run 30 feet to that tree, using it as cover.
And you
then I'm
dip
going to
behind
fire
the tree.
at... Come again?
You dip behind the tree, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Then I fire my bow at the Gnoll closest to Seth and Halwyn. This time, with my eyes
That's
open.
pretty close. Definitely can't miss this.
Surely. Oh,
Hey!
23 to
finally!
hit. And as a bonus action, I'm going to use a Hunter's Mark as well.
Okay.
And then, I guess, damage rolling now.
Wow.
15 points of damage.
15 points of damage to this one. This is the kind of dumb one that's snapping and biting wildly at Halwyn, his tongue sort of lolling. An arrow hits him in the back. It 100% punctures his lung. It comes out the front of his chest, and blood begins to pour from both the entrance and exit wound. But he immediately, in front of you, Halwyn, just goes... He'll probably die if you just left him for a few hours, but right now he's got the last death throes of madness. He continues to snap
3
and
points
bite
of
at
Hunter's
you.
Mark damage happens.
Okay,
2
he's
seconds
still up.
later. Oh.
He's very injured. He's very messed up, but he's still going. Blood is running down, out bursts of blood. He just does that thing where he chokes blood up and continues to snap wildly at Halwyn. All right. Anything else on your turn?
That is my turn.
Okay. Yeah, I think the barbarian rule, by the way, Myth, is you're being attacked, so you're okay. I don't know if you have to be hit. Maybe you should double check that. You should say.
Okay.
You should just say on your sheet.
2024.
You have it. You have it on your
Rage.
character sheet.
Yeah, it's true.
It lasts until the end of your next turn, and it ends early. It ends early if you don heavy armor or have an incapacitation condition. If your rage is still active on your next turn, you can extend the rage for another town by doing one of the following: make an attack roll, force an enemy to make a saving roll, or take a bonus action to extend your rage. Those are the new rules.
Oh, cool. Easy.
But it ends early if you're knocked unconscious, or if your turn ends and you haven't attacked a hostile creature since your last turn or taken damage since then. So you do need to take damage, which you haven't.
On my turn?
Since your last turn is what it says. So I think you will stop raging. I think immediately.
Hold on.
Are those the
you-
2024 rules? Because
Yeah,
that's not what
seems like-
these.
I mean, this is what it says on this thing. I don't know.
Well, I'm just going to click this button and we can all read it from here.
This is why they shouldn't have called it 2024 rules, and they should have just called it 6E.
Yes.
Yeah, well,
exactly.
They called it
I mean,
had a
the
lot
the
of-
most
lot of people
confusing
mad.
thing anyone
Lot
could
of
ever
people, lot
have
of mad
done.
people.
Just call it 6E. And even if everyone buys it and goes, well, this is just 5E with change, fine. I'm from the alternate universe where you called it 5E 2024,
And it sucks.
and it's fucking confusing and annoying every time anyone does something that you've changed. They changed something.
Yeah. Yeah, there are.
So you cast Blade Ward before. You didn't make them do anything, right?
I didn't Blade Ward.
He
I
didn't Blade Ward. He used dodge, and then rage, and then stood there, avoiding being attacked.
Uh-huh.
So you didn't attack, and you weren't injured. You weren't hurt.
So I got it. So you're saying because I wasn't attacked and I was dodging, I then lose my rage.
I think so. Unless
What a silly
Orcish
place to use rage.
deep.
I'm positive the 2024 rules are now a little different. Your rage lasts until the end of your next turn. It doesn't last 10 turns anymore and then fall off if you don't attack. It just lasts till the end of your next turn. And you can extend it an additional turn if you make an attack roll, you force an enemy to make a saving throw, or you take a bonus action to extend your rage.
Which is pretty sweet.
And then each time
I
your
think
rage
that
is
is
extended,
correct.
it lasts until the end of your next turn.
Yeah.
Because now the currency and the resource is either attacking or a bonus action, which is pretty sweet. So you can have. Anyway, and also that's what it says.
That's what it says right here on my sheet.
But
And
you
Gary agrees with me,
still.
And Gary memorized the rules.
But you still
Gary said
haven't
yeah.
done any of those things.
Yeah, he has to do those things on his next turn.
I started the turn. I started this round.
Yeah.
initiating
Okay.
my-
Yeah. You're right. Until the
Yeah,
end
yeah.
of your next turn. Yeah. You're.
But I haven't
yeah,
done. I haven't
yeah,
done my
yeah,
turn
yeah,
yet
yeah,
for it to
yeah,
matter
yeah.
yet.
Yeah, that's correct. That's annoying that the sheet is incorrect. You know, in Foundry.
Mhm.
Didn't the Wizards people make the sheet in Foundry? Hey guys, do anything.
Yeah.
Do anything right.
Yeah, take that.
You know, hey,
do anything.
Hey,
I'm looking
you
for
have
sponsors, by the way.
one job. Do it right ever.
Yeah, do it right.
Also looking for
Also sponsors.
Just do it right ever. No, after the things Wax Steven has said, we're never getting a sponsorship. We're fine.
Yeah,
I mean,
Wax
Steven
one
available.
clip of Wax Steven absolutely losing.
I'm still available, Wizards.
I'm gonna roll
I
a
never
death
said
saving
those
throw.
things.
If anyone's interested in the fate of Rickard.
Yeah, sure.
Never again.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
If you have to.
What's going on with Rickard?
Hey, I made another death saving throw, guys.
Made it.
It rolled
What about
over the one on my
Seth?
screen.
If
On
she
one
rolls a
fail
one,
right
she's
now.
dead.
Nice, one mate.
One make.
The Gnoll warrior, who is sort of engaged with Got, is going to make a shot at you, Got. So you have an additional AC.
2 AC, yeah.
So I will fire and -2. A 10. Miss. An arrow launches past you as you dip your head down and behind the tree again. It is Hulwyn's turn.
Now
After 10,000 years, I'm free.
Figuring out what to do. Yeah, exactly. All
right, so is this one dying? There's one of them that's dying, right?
Yeah, the one next to us is almost
The
dead.
one next to you is the one that is absolutely on his last legs, yeah.
Okay, but if I was, like on his last legs enough where if I was to move away, he would attack me.
Oh, he's still up. Yeah, he still has HP.
Mechanically,
he's alive.
And
Completely fine.
And how big of a climb is this? Is it a big climb?
Nothing.
Is it a climb at
It's
all?
just a little bullshit hill.
No,
Yeah.
it just looks cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Alvin furrows his brow.
Yeah, I would like you to narrate Halwyn's every move for the next 15 minutes through Myth's executive dysfunction.
I thought the Red Bull was supposed to help.
I think it's done the opposite to him. No more Red Bull for you.
I'm playing a character that goes enraged. I think this is fine. I think maybe it's too much Red Bull. No, it's not. It's just enough. All right, I think that the thing is, I'm playing a very delicate dance here between
He contemplates the touring
actually doing anything and being a tank. I am healing and the tank, but not both at the same time. So that's the hard part. Is what do I do?
I always wanted to die.
It's quite a complicated
Oh, I
character.
thought we were all
you
leaving
see.
him alone. Myre came back.
Yeah, no, I got this, you
dead.
guys. So these ones have not been hit. No, these ones have been hit.
They've all been hit.
Okay.
They've all been hit by a magic missile.
This one is.
The one above you is the injured.
I'm enraged.
bloodied
Okay, I'm
one.
going to attack this one.
Okay.
I'm going to attack this one.
I'm going to buy a little. What are they called?
I'm
I'm going to buy an egg timer for next week.
Why? Why would you ever do that?
I resemble that remark.
For me?
With your crippling ADHD, you're unaware that it's actually been 33 minutes since the start of your turn, yeah?
Perfect. That's good content, right? I'm gonna...
When we play the video back to you and you're just like blown away that it's 33 minutes of dead silence, you know? You're like, what?
I don't see
That
this, you
ADHD
guys.
time skipping that happens.
I'll be like, oh, sorry, I blacked out. It was all
Yeah.
boring for a minute
Oh,
and then time stopped.
I'm fully
I'm
aware
going
about the old
to,
ADHD time skipping. I was in a relationship with one.
Okay,
you're
thank
still
you,
doing
Brad,
it.
making this about you. I thought this was my turn.
I mean, are you
okay.
gonna do anything on your
was
turn?
trying,
Or is
but
this
you were
now a
talking
podcast about me? Pick one.
I was
It's
failing
on
a
you.
history check, trying to... Okay,
You're all
cool.
dead, the world explodes.
Anyway. That's it. Okay, so I'm gonna attack this thing with a dagger. Is that what you want? Is that what you want?
Anything. And I don't care what you do, just do anything.
Just do something.
BradWOTO's rules for D&D. Come prepared to make your turn.
No, dude, it's about 10 minutes. 10 minutes on both his turns.
If you take too long to do your turn,
Join
I'm
any
leaving.
other.
Wait! I missed. Can I redo it? I don't want to do that one.
Yeah, you can redo it.
Okay, perfect. No, that's
I'm
my
gonna
diamond.
attack.
All right, you miss.
I missed, but
Do
I'm
anything
still
else?
enraged.
Dare I ask?
I'm still enraged.
What?
You
That's
can
it.
have
No, my bonus
extend
action
it with
keep
your bonus
raging.
action. Yeah.
I don't have to
This is
though.
on my edge, man.
You don't have to.
Okay.
All right.
I can't bonus action dodge, can you?
An arrow is launched towards you. It misses. Launches over your head. An arrow is fired also. Oh no, this is the one that's attempting to bite you. Same sitch. It's going to hit you.
Oh shit.
How are the other ones not trying to bite the ones on the floor? That's my question.
Biting.
Yeah, mercy.
Well, you're firing arrows at them and raging and jumping at them and stuff.
Wait, hit me?
It's biting you, yeah, on a 20.
Yeah, 20 hits.
It's going to deal...
Yeah, 20 hits.
5 points of damage to you, which I assume will be... Well, actually, I don't know what type of barbarian you are. Maybe you don't have a resistance. Apparently, you need to make a con check, but you don't really. You just need to drop that. On your sheet, there's like a features or effects or something. You can drop the concentration manually on there. I think this dumb-looking, dying, lung-punctured hyena man bites Halwyn. Does the thing like a dog does where it tries to shake a much smaller chew toy, but Halwyn surprisingly doesn't move very far.
You're gonna have to try harder than that.
Pretty tough meat. And then it is Got's turn, hiding behind one of the trees.
Ow.
I try firing another arrow at the same gnoll to kill it.
Okay.
Oops, I used it a bunch of accident.
I think you rolled with advantage.
By accident. I think I missed.
You would have rolled a 5 plus 8, which
13.
is 13, which would have been a miss, yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
God, do something!
Rickard's ghost.
Alright. I'm death saving throw. 3 in a row, baby. You can't.
Rickard is stabilized, missing a finger and a chunk of bum.
Chunk of bum.
Oh, wait. A chunk
Rickard,
of bum?
9 fingers.
Yeah,
chunk
you
of
had a
bum.
chunk of bum bitten off of you and then a finger.
I need
Why
healing
are you leaning
immediately.
weird when you sit, Rickard? What's going on?
You need one of those little rings that they sit on for the front of the wagon. Seth, Dave saving throw, please.
My Dave saving. Coming
Dave
up.
saving throw. Another fail, so that's 2. 2 fails, 1 make, right?
Yep.
Okay. An arrow fires at Got with a -2. He's still behind the tree. A 6 is a miss. Another arrow peppering the front of this tree with Got kind of hiding behind it, popping out, firing arrows back and forth, these two. Halwyn, enraged.
Oh boy.
You have 60 seconds.
No, I don't. I have 6. Wait. Okay, so I will.
You have 14 seconds left.
Wait a minute. Time.
How it feels to have ADHD.
Yeah. What is time?
Did I tell you guys about my ex-wife?
If that's the case, I'm doing my turn. I'm going to heal Seth.
Wow.
And I know that pops me out of rage.
Yeah.
Table talk, stay in rage. Or no, table talk, do what you want.
I
mean-
table talk, I'll probably just go down anyway.
Table talk, that'll still tank a shot.
You get healed 10. As I like pick you up, and then my eyes.
The undead one's back alive!
I don't know why they're a goblin now. Truly
And there's a
believes
bonus
you're an
action.
undead.
Are you okay?
No, I'm not okay.
And then my eyes turn red again, and I go back into rage.
Okay.
What is happening to you?
Bone bow fired towards you, Halwyn. Wow,
Oh, yeah,
another
it's spelled
6.
Oof, merciful
The
low
arrow
rolls here.
strikes the rock behind you, Halwyn. The first Gnoll here is going to attack Seth because it thinks you're an undead and it's immediately terrified of you because you suddenly do the Undertaker thing of like and sit up again, and it just attempts to bite you immediately. It actually does hit, but it actually has advantage, so I'm just going to roll to see if I can crit. No, alright.
The disadvantage would have hit. I'm done.
5 damage.
That's okay. I just wanted to reset your death saves, so we're good.
I don't think it even bites you. I think it just backhands you like Got did. But you sit up like the Undertaker and it just like whack-a-moles you back down.
In my rage, I
so
picked her up because I have all this strength, and then I stopped. And
it's
then-
dying and so scared of Seth. It's crazy because it keeps coming back to life and it doesn't know
Is that
why.
5 damage or
That's 5 damage.
Yeah.
So she's alive still.
No, I have 5 HP.
We
So
had
I'm down.
6. Ah, okay.
Oh no.
Oh shit. Okay, then I shoot the gnoll who slapped Seth.
Okay.
Only I could slap Seth.
That's my mole.
27 hits.
Did. 5
How do you
points.
kill it?
Shoot it in the head.
Shoot it in the head. It sort of smacks Seth. She hits the deck, and then its head cocks to one side as an arrow pierces its temple, and it falls, collapses in front of Halwyn. Okay. Anything else on your turn?
I am going to then move to this rock and then take cover there.
Okay. You want to move your hunter's mark?
Oh yes, I also do that. I move my hunter's mark to the closest creature,
All right.
which is this one.
Rickard is stable but unconscious. Seth, death saving throw, please. They've all reset. He looks great. He's like Snow White, you know, when she's like laying there. Is it Snow White? Which one is the one that's going to be kissed?
I think it's Snow White.
Sleeping Beauty.
Sleeping
Sleeping
Beauty.
Beauty.
I mean, it's in the name, you know. We couldn't have got it.
It's also
Another
Snow
White.
White.
I think Snow White also gets kissed, doesn't
It's also Snow White.
I don't know.
Really? Yeah, then Walt Disney needed to have someone needed to have some words with that guy.
Yeah, definitely.
For sure. A fail from Seth on the Seth saving throw. Gnoll is going to fire once again at Got. It's sort of a point of pride at this point, I think. You are still in cover behind that rock. 10 is a miss. An arrow hits the top of this rock and spins out behind you. I'm going to roll a dice here because I don't think these guys are carrying this many arrows. If I roll under a 10, he's out. Nope, he's still got a couple arrows left.
Perfect. Yeah, all right.
I don't think they were smart enough to
You
be
roll
like
under a
completely
10?
told.
Insane.
I've been rolling really bad. I've missed a lot of these attacks recently.
That's true.
You
Unless you're targeting Seth.
I had well, Seth is a wizard and ran in.
I know. I'm aware of all the
Seth
mistakes
is-
that each of us have made.
That scene
no.
where Jon Snow is standing
That
in
was
front of
deliberate.
all the fucking the entire army, you know, that was Seth. But with a Phoenix Core wand or whatever. Halwyn, it's your turn.
Okay, you're just gonna have to give me a second. Just gonna.
You can just retire characters, you know. You don't actually have to kill them. You can just say, I'm retiring this character and
me?
making another one. That's how D&D works.
Where's my?
No, I don't think it does.
Have to have them die. It's entirely on you.
But the drama!
I cast slash perma.
Whoops, sorry. Yes.
Slash
that's what I
perma.
wanna
You
do.
type slash perma in the rolling chat.
I
on
make
Valkyrie.
that maneuver.
Okay.
That's what I did. I
I
used
don't
30
know
feet.
at
did one
all
of those.
what you did.
Great.
Narrate
Well,
what you
should've
did.
been
So
okay.
he
Chat
did.
message.
For
Should've been
audio
okay.
listeners,
Should've
he does that maneuver. Whatever it
That's
is in your head, that's what it is. Yeah.
That's right. I did that maneuver. So what I did was I ran to the south towards the bush, and then I went upward, and I did like a button hook up towards the north, which on the map would be around the knoll that were both surrounding Rickard, which I'm not sure if the listeners knew that.
Yeah.
So anyway, the now you bonus content, and then I will, as I get here, that was my movement. I'm going to use dodge, and I'm going to use my bonus action to stay in range.
Okay. Yeah, I think this one next to you, sort of seeing you sort of spin around and duck underneath all these things and rush past it, turns and attempts to snap its jaws at you. Has disadvantage, hold on.
Yeah.
Misses you.
Yeah.
You duck down underneath it, bearing your
Whoa.
little teeth.
That's right.
Steam pouring off of your top of your head. It is Gott's turn. That guy's dead.
I look down at Seth. At her broken, pathetic, shriveled, shrewy countenance.
Disgusting.
Yes.
Yes. Kind of little ugly.
He's gonna boot her in the head because Leah's DM'd him and asked him to.
finish
How is she?
me.
Is she breathing? How is her breathing? How do you describe it?
Her face is completely swollen, so her mouth is like gargling. It's really pretty horrible.
And as she does one of her dying breaths, I reach into my pocket and I pull out some orange dust and I smear it under her nose. And as she goes, she's going to inhale all of it as I do cure wounds.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's the Fringe's equivalent of when they do that thing where they stick an adrenaline needle in your heart. They have to break through the chest plate or whatever they have to do.
By the way, I imagine this is fucking horrific. Like,
I mean,
I've been brought to life 3 times. And every single time I just get fucked.
You keep cutting to black, and then you're like, and you're in a different place.
Torturing me!
I look down at her.
Just let me die!
I look over her upside down and I go, do something, you harpy! And I yank her. That's my turn.
Okay. Rickard stable. Seth laying down. Orc screaming at you. Being brought back to life like 4 times.
I get up to my feet and try to wobbly cast a fireball at one of the remaining gnolls, but
It hits Rickard. Rickard dies.
No, it hits me. I die. Oh, firebolt. Oh, jeez. I thought it was fireball.
17 to hit.
That hits.
I don't know how to fucking do the damage. Why didn't it come up with the damage thing?
Did you target something?
Yeah, it's
It's up.
targeting
It's
this.
up. It is
targeted.
there. Look above in the box above.
Oh, I am stupid. That explains everything. All right, normal. 4 max damage. 9
Holy
HP.
hell.
9 HP. Yeah, this gnoll is bloodied.
Does your ring add damage or no?
Right.
No, it can just catch spells and
about your
send them
tome?
back.
What
My
about the tome?
I couldn't find the
Are you using
tome
the tome?
as an item, so I forgot what it does.
I'll.
Gives you
Yeah,
plus.
you'll just have to.
It's fine.
It's +1, I think.
Yeah.
I think it's a
It's
plus
like a
1 to hit.
weapon.
Okay.
So it would have hit anyway, but I don't think it adds the damage.
I do not remember. It's not my item.
Doesn't matter.
Okay, is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Gnoll that is engaged with Got, I think is hyper focused on Got and is going to continue to fire an arrow at the orc.
He's
Yeah.
going to continue
Okay.
missing.
And it is going to continue missing, bringing us to Halwyn's turn.
You said it's my turn.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna.
Okay, you have an arcane
dodge.
grimoire +1 in your equipment. Now,
Banter.
Persephone, you just have
So
to
yeah.
attune
That's what I
and
was looking
equip
for.
it, and it should do everything else
Yeah.
for you.
So I get a bonus to the spell attack, but not the damage, as I said.
As per my
And also
last
DC.
email.
As per.
Corporate speak.
I dodge and then scream and then I stay in rage.
Okay. Yeah, the gnoll next to you is going to attempt to bite you again with disadvantage. An 11 misses. This is just you dancing around and this gnoll going snapping its jaws
Slap
above you.
its muzzle away.
Bringing us to Got's turn.
I shoot at the Gnoll warrior that was closest to me. For a 12 to hit.
A miss. It's kind of engaged with Halwyn snapping at him. It's hard. It's a hard target to hit.
Whoa, how easy.
Seth, your turn.
I'm rolling as low as Brad is right now. It's crazy.
We're
I
just.
haven't rolled over a 5.
Yeah, it's,
So,
you've got that seer energy back. You need a Red Bull.
it's just the Myre energy, honestly.
Another firebolt. That's it says 14 to hit.
Yeah, launches overhead as well. Catches a tree
Getting to my
behind a
feet,
small
like,
fire. Breaks
no.
out.
14 misses.
Okay.
Another arrow. Launched at. Oh, actually, that's a 15. Got your AC. No, it's an 18 to hit you. Not a 20, it says 20.
For firing out of melee?
Yeah, so he hits me finally.
Or attack of opportunity or something?
10
damage.
Shit.
As Got kind of peers around the side. You suddenly see Got spun around as an arrow punctures into one shoulder, spinning him backwards from the rock. The Gnoll, which was firing all these arrows at you and missing constantly, says, yes, and then kind of glances and recognizes that there is one, like, has not seen Halwyn once, because Halwyn is like 3 foot tall and the Gnoll is 7 foot tall.
You
and then
can't
says,
see this.
What the hell is that?
But again, all you hear is, it is your turn, Halwyn.
I'm gonna get real creative here, and I'm
Alright,
going
start
to
the timer.
dodge,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna scream in his face and continue my rage.
Screaming and dodging.
Like a chihuahua.
Another
right.
bite.
Really the best option we have.
This
right
one
now.
is actually going to connect. As you spin and dodge away from the bite, there is a searing pain as it connects and deals 6 damage, which I don't know. Do you have resistances?
Why does
Do
it
you have
connect? Oh, 2 16s. Okay.
I think that's level 3 that he gets to choose that
potential thing?
Oh no, yeah. I thought all barbarians when they were raging gets resistance to piercing and slashing.
That's true. I think they do actually. Yeah. It will be
Piercing,
doing it
slashing,
automatically
blunt.
as long as your sheet says that you're raging.
I don't think I was. No, now I'm raging.
All right.
Sorry.
All good.
I turned it off before and turned it back on. Forgot to turn it back on.
Got's turn.
Which one shot me? The one I'm targeting or the other one?
The other one.
Then I aim and fire at the other one now.
Yeah. Actually turned away from you and is kind of concentrating on Halwyn. An arrow whips past its head. Doesn't even realize that you did that.
I rolled a 3, so it's 11. I miss again.
Okay. Seth's turn.
It's like he doesn't want us to succeed.
Apparently not.
Hey, wait! I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
If someone's within 5 feet of someone who is shooting, don't they have disadvantage?
He's not within 5 feet.
These guys around 5 feet of me?
Oh yeah, they didn't shoot you though.
Okay, all right, but they have been taking disadvantage?
They've been doing disadvantage, yeah.
Okay, all right.
But they're biting you. The rend move is a bite. And the bone bow is the other one. He rolled 2 16s last round.
All right, I was just double checking.
Yeah. It's Seth's turn.
Firebolt!
Firebolt.
Fuck!
Wow. Another 11
You too?
misses.
PB is going crazy
You're
somewhere.
charging me! Stop!
I
So
know.
you're leaning on my shoulder as I'm trying to cast it behind me.
Yeah.
Stay still!
Also,
Should
your
use
like
those
your
like a-
cheek is swelling. You've got a chunk of shoulder, like a
see.
big bite in one shoulder. You had an arrow through your
A
chest.
black eye.
I'm struggling
Yeah.
to breathe still. I've got fluid in the lungs from breathing in my blood.
There's like a there's a
Nice.
piece of iron that's like chipped off of one of these arrows that's floating around near one of your atrium in your heart.
Oh god.
Perfect.
End turn.
Okay, this one is going to attempt to bite you, Halwyn. An 11 is going to be a miss, and it's your turn.
All right. It's gonna be a miss. You're gonna have to try harder than that. As I continue dodging
Okay.
as a bonus action.
The other one's going to do the same thing.
One more round before I
A natural 1.
am not raging anymore.
Let's see here. What do I have down for natural 1s? Nothing. Alright, just straight up slips and misses. Do you know what? You can attack it if you want, Halwyn. You want to attack him? Opportunity attack? Use your reaction?
Yeah, I
The
would
one on
love
the
to.
the one on the right of you.
Okay. Whoop.
Opens himself up for an opportunity attack here.
How's a natural 20?
Sounds great.
As I As I'm dodging, I grab my knife from my pocket and I swipe with an underhand right to its leg or something.
Yeah. Give me the damage.
Okay,
Make sure
how do I
to
do that
click
part?
critical.
Do I just roll the dagger thing? Or...
Box above where it says attack damage, click on damage and then click on critical hit.
Oh, look at that. Would you look at that? Damage. Whoop. Critical hit. 9.
9. Yeah, there's a dagger digs into this one's leg. Arrgh! Blood running down from several wounds on this guy.
Which one? This one?
Yeah, he is pretty hurt, although...
Eyes on the prize, buddy! Ah!
I think I did damage to Rickard there. Okay. Yeah, he's pretty messed up now, but he is still standing. It is Gott's turn.
I look at the one that was just stabbed. I go, good job! And I try and shoot this one, hopefully rolling higher than a 6 this time.
Hopefully.
Let's not be roll higher than a 6.
2.
I roll a 2.
You have been very useful this fight.
Yeah.
Remember that time you all laughed at me? Remember that time you all laughed at me?
Get
No,
off
but I'm
me!
sure it will happen again.
Got on my
Make
back.
yourself
I'm
yourself.
gonna run over to
run.
yeah, I am actually.
Okay.
I'm gonna run over to Rickard and try and help him up since he's just sat there
He's
useless.
Table talk, that'll do nothing.
What do you mean? Doesn't help him?
He's
He's
stable.
stable.
Yeah,
So
so
what
he
does
can't
he
do
need,
anything
healing?
for like an hour.
You leave him where
So
he
he needs healing.
lies.
He needs healing.
I think I have one
Yeah.
healing potion.
That'll do.
I do not have one healing potion.
That won't do.
Right.
He would only
I
have
don't know.
woken up, turned into a gnoll, and left you all to it anyway.
Yeah, I believe that
He is
fully.
still a doll.
That is not true. I'm still a Gnoll.
Oh my god. There's a chance I actually hit him as I try and once again cast another firebolt.
Oh, please.
The natural one,
Please
you'll
do.
hit him.
Oh, fuck off!
She also rolls a 2.
Too. All right, this guy is going to attempt to bite Halwyn. Disadvantage, miss. Halwyn, your turn.
You try to hit me and hit me. As I continue raging.
Oh my god, what's
Did
happened
you
to
just say
Holland?
stop trying to hit me and hit me?
They continue to try and hit you and miss. It's Gott's turn. They're just snapping wildly at Halwyn now, caught in a frenzy. You know, like when you wind up a dog, you start winding it up with something and it becomes
I'm sorry, was Halwyn's
hyper-focused.
turn that quick? He just...
Yeah, that's right. I'm making for last time.
I move up to Seth and I say,
No!
quit moving! And then I use her as to steady my bow. And I fire at the gnoll again.
I think he gets disadvantage for that because she's clearly squirming.
No,
22.
it's not mechanical. 20 hits.
Okay. Come on, big damage. That's 10 plus.
You killed it. How do you kill it?
Okay. So, as I run up to Seth, I grab her face and then soak my hand in blood. And then I get my 2 fingers and I smear my face with her blood.
What are you doing to her?
Pull the draw. And then I shoot the gnoll as it tries to swing down on Halwyn, catching him by launching the arrow up his armpit and out the side of his neck as he falls to the ground, shivering.
Yeah. One of them just falls down next to you, Halwyn. You're just dodging it, biting 1 second, and then the next minute it falls, tongue lolling next to you. I think I might have just dealt 1 Hunter's Mark damage to you, Gott, so be aware of that. I assume you move your Hunter's
Ouch.
Mark to the other one.
I did, yes. I do, yes.
And it's Seth's turn.
Another firebolt. This one surely will. Fuck. Oh my god, this is absurd. 3.
Guys, next
There is
session,
blood in my eyes. I cannot see anything. Everything is red. My face is killing me. Got's just grabbed it and like further traumatized the face out.
Use your face and aim!
I can't see anything! The firebolt probably just hit a random bush nearby and is now on fire.
Beyonce Gnoll, or whatever it's called, says...
No! Ed! Banzai?
I can't remember what the other one's called. And jumps over Rickard's body. You have an opportunity attack if you would like to take it.
Yeah, I do.
I do like
it. Where's the... There it is.
Launching themselves at Got.
That's a 12.
12 to hit. Did you target the
You sure?
creature?
You sure it is?
I don't know.
Well, it's a miss, and the Gnoll launches itself at Got, throwing the bone to one side, the bone bow to one side, and biting at Got. 7 is a miss. Got dipping backwards suddenly, yipping and snapping at you. It says,
You'll die! You'll die for that!
I'll accept your challenge!
it is Halwyn's turn.
Okay, I snap out of rage because I can't stay raged anymore. And then...
Sorry, after you move away from me, I say, just leave me behind. It's fine. But you've already left. Already walked away.
I've already gone. And it's like, did I hear something? No. And then I'm going to, from here behind the tree, go, hey, whoa, you don't have to keep attacking us, okay? We can be friends. And I'm going to cast friends.
Okay.
What?
I need to roll a wisdom saving throw.
All right. 11.
I need a 12.
Charmed. While charmed, well, what is it? Charmed condition. So charmed, you can't attack the charmer or target the charmer with damaging abilities. The charmer has advantage on any ability check to interact with you socially. The Gnoll says,
Wait,
and again,
it succeeds
only
automatically if you're fighting it.
What do you mean?
I'm not fighting it.
We have been.
The target succeeds automatically. Yeah, nothing happens then. You
What the shit?
cast this
fine.
spell, and nothing happens.
It's fine.
All right.
It's just a feeling anyway.
Yeah, Got's turn.
Sorry. I pull out my scimitar and I attack this creature that's in my face. For a 10. I rolled a 4! Ah!
Seth's turn. You swing at the creature. The Gnoll jumps back. Seth, what do you want to do?
I pull my quarterstaff from the little tie I have and go to beat it around the head.
Wizard attack. Yeah, baby.
Spells weren't working.
14.
And neither is the... I think this actually does hit the Gnoll, you know? It just doesn't... He's not even aware that anything happened. Yeah.
Thwack, meaty thwack, nothing happens. I mean, I can't do anything from range because it's all have disadvantage so on my spells, so...
Yeah, I think it is going to attempt to strike at Got again. An 8 is a miss. Got and the... You know those like anime moments where the two characters are just... and they're just completely countering each other constantly. That's what's happening here. Seth randomly like swings wildly at it. Halwyn casts a spell. It doesn't look like he does anything.
Watch while you're swinging that!
It cuts to Rickard,
know he cast a spell.
and Rickard is like doing his makeup and then realizes the camera's on him and plays dead again. And it's Halwyn's turn.
I storm over to this guy, and I'm frustrated now, and I tap his shoulder and I go, hey, I'm talking to you! And I cast Thunderclap.
Okay. Each creature in a 5-foot emanation, including that's Seth as well, must succeed on a Constitution saving throw, or take 1d6 thunder damage. So you should be able to click on your token and then click the con save on the in the
Famously
thing.
my best.
That one.
4 from the Gnoll.
Yes, it's 17.
Oh, wow.
I was telegraphing what I was doing. I was.
Yeah, give me some damage.
And I scream at it. Damage it. 4.
Okay. 4 damage to the Gnoll. I mean, the sound of this is insane. Just a bomb goes off. And then there's just the sound of like ringing in everyone's ears for a few seconds. The thunderclap, the spell does strike the back of the Gnoll, who kind of spins around wildly. There's random attacks coming in from all over the place, but it is Got's turn next.
Would you shut up? I say, and I swing my scimitar at the Gnoll. Hopefully for higher than a.
Okay.
I rolled a 3.
I think you need to stop hoping. You need to stop saying this is going to be higher than a 3. Next time, say this will be lower than a
rolled
15.
another 3. I just want to die.
All right, Seth's
But not
turn.
really.
Oh, hang on, let me target the right thing. Still swinging. Still swinging. Oh! A 20! And I smack.
Not a
and I
natural
smack.
20.
No, an unnatural 20 for 6 damage. Max damage.
Nice.
6 damage. As the thunderclap goes off, and then a quarterstaff strikes this Gnoll.
It like goes one way, and then I smack it back the other way. It's like poof, poof.
I'm gonna roll a 1d3 because it's gonna swing wildly. 1 is Halwyn, 2 is Seth, 3 is Got. 3 is gonna attack Got again. As it begins to just sort of wildly bite and snap and swing his arms around, attempting to strike at one of you. Natural 20.
Shit. I think that might hit.
Dealing 7 damage to Got as he just swings an arm around and
That's a
strikes
low,
Got.
I'll kill you all, I will.
He says. Halwyn, it's your turn.
I step over here. Are you down?
I think so, yes.
Oh, you
Oh
down?
boy.
How much damage was from the first thing I got? Because that's 6. So yeah, I forget how much I got before. You said you did extra
Yeah,
damage to me,
automatically.
right?
Track of it.
But he said he did extra damage to me.
Just one. He just did 1 damage.
You did.
1 piece of
You
damage
were
then.
on. I think you were on 2,
Yeah, hunter
right? So you
damage
should have been on
accident.
3.
Oh, okay, then I'm down.
Okay,
7 will do it.
Yeah.
I take a step to the right as I do because I'm expecting him to like jump or like I see him swinging around wildly, and I take a step back, and as I do, God falls, and I go, no! And I do thunderclap again.
Okay. Another fail. Give me the damage.
Perfect. That's 1.
1 damage is dealt. Another just ear-ringing explosion goes off from Halwyn as Got gets clocked in the jaw and falls to the ground.
Oh no.
The Gnoll takes 1 damage. Got, give me a death saving throw.
Okay, I can do this.
The rolls on this have been unbelievable.
Just
I mean,
absolutely.
another 5. He's for sure going to die. There's no way he can roll over a 10. Seth, it is your turn.
I'm trying to see if Magic Missile has a range penalty. I don't think it does because it's just auto hit, right?
Mm-hmm. You're right.
Yeah,
So,
everyone
yeah,
do,
I'm just gonna hit it with Magic Missile with all 3.
Okay.
Oh. 4. So that's 5, 2, and 4. That's a total of 11 damage.
He's bloodied. These magic missiles launch from point blank range and just
Golden
boom, boom,
shower.
boom, boom, boom. Yeah, it's like
From point blank.
it's like when you would see in the old X-Men cartoon, like Jubilee would do the sparkles to like Apocalypse or someone, and just this Gnoll that's 7 foot tall gets hit by all
Except
this
it's a golden shower.
these golden shower rays and sprays. Kind of
And then
struggles. Just stand still.
I think seeing that it is still alive and right in front of me, and I've been bitten by these things a few times now, I think I would scramble backwards and try and get away from it.
Okay. Not content with a potential win in their pockets, the players must now once again attempt to die.
What my character would do.
Yeah, all right.
Why would she say in his face?
This is it. This is it.
My
You have to survive this.
All right, yeah, you move backwards. It's going to attempt to hit you. Gonna miss.
I miss.
Oh my god, that
Swinging
was it
wildly.
right there.
Wow.
If he'd hit you, we would have been done.
That would have been it.
No, we still have Howlin.
You know, I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it does know Halwyn's there.
That's right.
I'm gonna roll.
That's
You know,
right.
I'm gonna
Let's all-
roll a
let's all remember this
d2.
moment.
A 1 is Halwyn, 2 is Seth. A 1, it swings on Halwyn and attempts to
Wow.
strike at you. Yeah, you do not have.
How
Give
did
me
you,
up.
you did a bunch of damage to me again? How did you do
It is
that?
going to hit you for 7 damage, not including resistances. And then it is your turn. Oh, really? You're down?
Yeah, wait, you did
He's not
7...
He dropped raging.
You dropped
Yeah.
rage, of course. All right, yeah. Then I think again he just
You
swings.
did, well, you did more damage to me before.
wildly.
You did the 5.
It's a spinning back fist that clocks the top of Halwyn's head and just
No, it doesn't.
takes him out of his boots. His boots remain completely where they were, and he rolls over the ground, coming to a complete stop, unconscious.
Being said, death saving throw.
It is your turn.
Oh
to do
wait,
death
I'm an
saving
orc.
throw. That's right, you are an orc.
Hey! And I started
And
with
Fitch gets back up on a natural 20 on that first death save. The Undertaker. I feel like we need the Undertaker sound effect. Got. You are an orc.
one. Then,
That's right. So I stand back up as well at the same time, and I plunge my scimitar somewhere.
We look at each other and we both wink.
Oh,
A 17
finally.
to hit on the creature.
That hits.
23.
For 8 points
How
of slicing
did
damage.
you kill him?
Oh my god.
I think
I can't believe that.
after I get up, shaking, I pull up the scimitar and I just fall into the
Scimitar.
creature.
Scimitar.
Yes, I fall into the creature, and we both fall over.
I start crying. I start
Sit
wailing
down,
like a
sit
toddler.
down my ass.
Miranda flies down and just haphazardly starts to just eat the gnolls.
Pecking at an eyeball of one of the corpses of these
crawl
gnolls.
over to one of the charred corpses and like just try and take some of the meat off it.
Okay, you start eating a gnoll as well. You and Miranda just start chewing on one of the gnoll corpses. Crying. Halwyn's sitting with his feet out, crying. Rickard's heavy breathing. Unconscious.
I sit up straight.
Start crying. Oh yeah, he's missing a finger.
That was my best finger. I crawl over to the knoll and I try to dig into its stomach to get my finger out.
Okay. Give me a survival check.
Okay. The bird's chirping is fucked up, dude. I get a 9.
It's the wrong gnoll. You spend ages digging through a stomach. It doesn't have a finger in there. There's some weird stuff in there, but there isn't a finger.
You spent as long as it takes me to do my turn looking in the wrong stomach.
So I get up and I walk towards Rickard. And I grab my orange powder. I just throw it in his face.
Ah. Does it heal my ass?
It'll do whatever it can.
It'll close the wounds.
Wow. 18 points of healing.
Yeah,
that's some good shit you had right there.
It heals your ass, but you don't grow
healed.
a finger back.
So my ass is intact.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your ass has a dog bite on it that heals.
Okay, perfect. I'll say it was a shark bite, and I defeated the shark in one-on-one combat.
The hell is a shark?
Yeah.
I'm staring at my missing my stump. My career, Gotti. Oh,
I'm sure
the
you
most
can.
foulest of murders, the murder of excellence.
I'm sure you can do something about that. You know, like use a different finger or get a new one.
Don't understand. I slap him.
Does that damage?
You don't understand, Gotti. That wench did this, and I point at Sif.
You can't point because you don't have a finger.
He points at the finger.
I point with my other hand. No, I do point with my stubby finger. That went. Oh!
Oh no!
I don't even notice. I'm barely look recognizable at this point, by the way. Like, so swollen and bloody.
It's a troll. Well, I'm glad you're all alive. I thought, Rick, can I call you Rick? Why did you get off of the wagon?
No.
Okay.
My name is Rickard.
Rickard, why did you get off the wagon?
Because that wench cut me deeper than any wound we've received today, except for the loss of my finger.
So not actually the worst cut, because the finger was. The finger
second
would be the worst.
The second
That's,
worst.
To paint the scene, that wench is sitting like a small child sitting on the ground, eating fistfuls of charred gnoll meat, crying uncontrollably. Just a small, sad little girl.
We have a job to do. I turn around and I walk towards Seth and I try and grab her by the back of her collar and start walking towards the wagon. If she'll
She
allow
won't
me.
resist. Yeah, she just.
Okay.
Rickard, can you walk?
Yes, I'm not sure actually. Do you think you can carry me?
No, I know I can't. But I could help you get to the cart. Come on,
help
let's
me.
go,
I'm limping, even though my legs are totally fine.
Right, of course.
The wagon is gone.
Why does your limb keep changing?
No,
What?
it is not. I swear to God.
It isn't.
This
It's
is
still
the
there.
5-minute combat.
I knew I shouldn't have taken so long. Okay, well, at least we. Here, Rickard, why does your limp keep changing from your left to your right?
Both of my legs are injured.
Oh.
My whole
gosh.
body is numb with the thought of my talent now gone.
So it doesn't hurt?
No, not really.
Okay.
Have you
All
ever
right, well, it
heard of
doesn't
a
explain the
phantom
limping.
finger?
Okay. Well, let's just get you on the wagon. I stop believing you at this point. Okay, let's go. Come on, Rickard. Let's
Right,
get
of
you
course.
up. All right, Rickard, it's time for your uppies.
And I just grab his knees and I just go,
You're gonna have to help me. You're gonna have to jump.
and then I just sort of like act like I'm picking him up.
I hop. Oh,
Yeah, it's just I should
hop
just
into
gently
the
place you.
wagon.
Perfect. There you go. Okay,
I'm
God,
like holding my
before you
whole
sit
arm.
down, before you
What?
get comfortable, I need uppies.
I just grab him by his cranium and pull him up, and then just crane game drop him into the carriage.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah, you all get back into the wagon.
We can start the episode now.
Each of you are
Right.
in some way or another beaten up, bleeding, bruised, and you begin trundling
everything, I think.
northward again. You can take a short rest if you'd like.
Okay, great. I would love to do that. Thank you so much.
I don't really need to.
You don't have to. As an hour or so passes, and I think it's silent. No one says a thing for an hour. You know, just the sound of the wagon trundling along. As you.
Oh, I have no hit dice. We know we long rested, didn't we? So I should do.
You should have at least half of your hit dice.
I think after an hour I would be like sort of side-eyeing Seth in the back of the carriage over the last
Not paying
hour.
any attention to Rickard whatsoever.
I know. Eventually, like, I think I start like fussing over her. Like, you look terrible, darling. Come here. And I like prestidigitation her. And I'm like trying to make her look presentable.
Yeah, some of the mud and dirt and twigs and stuff will, dissolve, dissipate. But I don't think you fix her face, which is probably the most offensive part about all of this right now. It's so swollen and like bloody crust. The blood crust, I guess, will disappear, but the swelling is just grotesque.
I'm like, you know what happens when a stage manager gets mad and gives you a shiner? There's always a way out of it, and I give I'm like trying to do like a home remedy to like cover up
Oddly specific.
her terrible like black eye. Come on now. If we look our best, we feel our best. Say it with me.
We look our best, we feel our best.
We look our best, we feel our best.
We look our best and we feel our best. We look our best, we feel.
That's going to be my short rest. I'm actually regaining hit points because I'm chanting this.
Yeah.
I just every now and then I clutch my chest where the arrow went through it, and like expecting to see something like. But at this point, no words have come out of my mouth, and it's all just animalistic noises. Just.
That's right, dearie. Let it all out. You need to be sick over the back of the wagon.
Just no response. Just
no response. Okay.
Nope.
I'm like, I think I'm actually kind of mothering you a little bit. I'm like rubbing your back, like, oh, she's really. I've seen this before. Bad reviews.
Is she faking it?
No.
Well, it's best not to.
Surely you'd be able to tell, Rickard, right?
Oh, I can tell.
Do you think I'm
it's best
faking?
Not to treat it any differently, really.
Okay.
Whether they're faking or not.
That makes sense.
Because if they're putting this much effort, then it's real.
I eventually, a tiny glimmer you can see of it in my eye just closes a little bit as I rest my head back on the wagon and sleep a little bit. The wet sounds of slight snoring.
Darling, we'll talk about you replacing my finger later.
Is she choking? Is she choking? Is that snoring or choking? Is she dying?
God's not paying attention.
No, she's not dying. She's sleeping. Something you people do?
Got it. So,
What?
what happened back there?
Well, I remember it as Rickard in the Fabulous 3 triumphed over a band of a dozen Gnoll highway Gnolls.
Was there that many?
I think there was some, like, in the bushes, sort of firing arrows, helping out, probably.
Okay. I saw. A lot of it was a bit blurry for me.
There was a really big one too. What's like a big gnoll look like? Is there a giant gnoll, like a hobgnoll? There was a hobgnoll as well.
Hobgnoll? What are you saying? I've never heard of
hobgnoll. Like really big gnolls.
I've never seen one before, but maybe perhaps there was one. Rickard has never lied before.
Gnoll chieftain of some kind.
Okay, well, that's what happened. I believe you. I mean, I feel like I don't. A lot of it was fuzzy for me.
Yeah.
But I'm glad everyone's alive.
Enough to like Rickard to lie. If he saw it, he saw it, I think.
Right. I believe you.
I believe this is going to be a great tale. One sung by bards across the land.
That's right. And we didn't even have to fight the thing that comes after, that is attracted to mithril yet, right? Is there a monster that eats mithril that we have to also fight off, maybe?
I think that's further down the road.
Good. Can't wait.
Everyone roll me a perception check.
I swear to God, if there's a monster that eats mithril, slash perma.
Perception.
I almost rolled my dagger instead. Perception.
I got it too.
I got a 10.
I mean a 3.
Okay.
I have an 8.
We all did really bad there.
It's probably fine.
Yeah, a little over an hour goes by as you're trundling along. You do your short rests. Whoever is asleep. Your wounds are kind of bandaged and maybe weeping a little. And as you sort of travel across the wide, windswept grasslands and plains towards Sunreach, the road ahead reveals a sort of curious sight, a circular meadow, very quiet and still as Gott brings the wagon into the meadow here. The edge of the road, as it kind of approaches this circular, it's like a perfect circle of well-trimmed grass, no trees, and the flowers here are smaller, where you'd been sort of moving through the wild grass and the wildflower meadows. This area almost seems as though it is it's the same kind of site, but where the grass was tall, it's now smaller and thinner. The flowers, where they were more chaotic, are in patches that seem a little more tended to. At the center of this sort of meadow, as the wagon passes through it along the road, there stands a single sort of ancient looking stone, maybe about 5 foot tall. It's worn smooth by time and weather. There's no writing on it, there's no carvings or anything like that, but scattered around the base of it are small offerings, little bits of gold or polished stones, jewelry, gleaming trinkets. Everything here seems to have been sort of carefully placed, as if arranged with reverence. There's no sign of like footprints or wagon tracks or anything like that. It doesn't seem like it's a busy area or anything like that. Just a sort of quiet area, the soft hum of the wind brushing through the grass, this stone, and some offerings around it. There is, however, a sort of sense of unease that might wash over you in this area. You can't quite explain why, but something about this place feels as though it's kind of being watched. And the horse and donkey start to grow restless under the reins, stamping and shifting as if they're sort of eager to leave.
Simmer down.
What do you do? if anything?
What's going on? Where are we stopping? What's going on with the horses, God?
Simmer down, you two. I try to pull the yoke back to stop the creatures from being so skittish.
Give me an animal handling check.
Okay. A 14.
Yeah, you're able to bring them to a stop if that's what you're trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Do
they're
I
still
recognize
like
this?
stomping and sort of acting restless and shifting, but they aren't going to bolt or anything.
Where are we?
I am not sure. I have never been here before. This stone looks strange. The creatures do not like it.
Okay, now I don't like it. Now I don't like it. Can I identify this stone? I do know rocks.
You can make me a history check.
I happen to be a rock gnome. Okay, let's see.
You want to know what type of stone it is?
Yeah, I just want to like sort of be like, what's going on with this thing?
All right.
You said history?
Yep. It does look like a sort of natural piece of stone, blue-gray. Maybe it's it could be sort of slate or something like that, like a dark gray that's been sort of brought up. But there is something a little off about it. It does feel like it has an element to it that feels off to you. There's a sense to this stone, whatever type of stone it might be, has been lifted and placed here for a reason.
This looks odd. Anybody else notice this stone out of place? As in the obvious, pointing to the obvious pyre of rock, of the obvious monolith in the middle of... Anybody notice the stone?
Do I recognize it from something? Does it have religious significance or something?
You can make me a history check as well.
A 15.
An unnatural 20.
Natural 20.
Unnatural.
Yeah, this is a particular type of standing stone, and it is you think it's likely to be, and Seth, you're pretty convinced it's a thing known as a pixie stone. Offerings are given over to fairies and sprites here. It's said that if you don't leave an offering, you will discover misfortune. Particularly nasty pixies may trap you in a genjutsu. It's kind of an illusory world.
Hey, we should stop.
I agree. I hate pixies.
I don't know what that
What?
has
You
to do with
don't believe
anything.
in that nonsense? Let's just keep going.
No. Where I am from, there was an orc called Gorgax Two Hands. Well, he's now Gorgax One Hand after he encountered one of these things. He was very proud of his hands.
Were they
He
particularly...
didn't offer one of them, did he?
No, he did not.
They nice hands?
I misremember. Gorgax Two Hands once gave his prized hand to one of these pixie stones. And the rest of his band died. But he survived.
They didn't offer anything?
No, they laughed at him.
We should offer Rickard.
What the hell, Seth?
Oh, never mind. It has to be a prized possession.
What the hell?
Nice.
I'm just rummaging through my bags, just pulling things out. Oh, we have to leave something. I mean,
I reach into my inventory and I pull out a hand axe that is etched in Orcish, and you see, if you can read Orcish, an inscription that says D2G, and I throw it onto the pixie stone. I then reach out to my right ear, and I pull out a tusk that has been lodged into it, and I throw it to the stone.
I pull out a little quill pen and a bottle of ink that I use quite frequently to write in my little book, and it's a very ornate looking pen. It's very nice. It's clearly well loved, well used, and I'm like, oh, I really don't have much else left to give. Please don't eat me. And then I go and carefully put it in front of the rock. And then I go sit back in the wagon and...
We're supposed to give something?
That is correct.
Something important to you, or I guess...
To the rock?
In your eyes. Yeah, it's to the pixies, but this is where they collect the offerings. Otherwise, it could end up really bad for you. You could end up in the in-between, in this strange nothing place. Though it's apparently full of torment, and I don't know. Maybe it's not much different to this place.
It's not much different than a bandit, right? A bandit would be like, hey, give me your stuff. And you'd be like, no, and we'd fight them, or maybe, right? Or would we just offer them our favorite prized possessions? Because this is a rock, and we're doing it to a rock.
This is an easy challenge to overcome. For a pixie, is no challenge at all. It simply does.
I'm tuning my lute, and I look at Pitch, and I say, do you know how to dance?
Do I know how to dance?
You do?
Yeah, I can dance.
All right, then, get on your dancing boots. I'm just kidding. You probably only own one pair.
That's right.
And I start, playing my lute. And I'm going to offer them a song with about the wondrous pixies and the fae. The fae. What is it called? The wherever they're from. I don't know. Like, what is different
Roll
about this
me
world?
a history check.
Yeah. Fuck. I rolled a fuck.
I mean, there are other planes. There is a fae plane.
Yeah, I just I sing a general song about how I sing a general song about how great fairies are.
Are you? I think you're confusing these with mermaids.
Shh. Dance or do nothing.
Okay, this sounds like the mermaid song. This isn't a... Okay, all right. As I try to dance.
Under the sea.
Roll me
singing Under the Sea.
Roll me a performance check, but -1 off of it for the bad finger.
Okay, I would like to argue that I looked this up, and they actually used they strummed, and I would strum with my right hand, right? They strummed with a pick back in the day, so it probably wouldn't affect it that much. Yes.
You lost your pointer finger, so you hold the pick in your pointer and your thumb. That's how you hold it.
Right. So I would hold it with my middle finger and thumb.
That's gonna be hard to get used
I think that this is the first. I'm not going to make you do this every time. I'm just making you do it today because this is the first time you're doing it without a finger.
A -1.
Yeah.
Okay, a performance, right?
Yeah.
And it goes pretty fucking well. I get a 24 on the performance roll.
It's a good performance.
Good.
And then at the end I say, I shall carry this song to the inns across the land. Thus is my offering. And I do flourish and do a bow.
I think you're meant to give it to them and never play it again.
Yeah, you can never play that song again now.
You've given it to them. It's theirs now.
Yeah.
I gift you this song and no one will ever play it again.
He's just done what Ariel did in The Little Mermaid. He's actually given them his voice.
This is
He just
really
doesn't know
hard
yet.
because now it's in my head.
He's given them the song Where Is My Mind?
Where is
Nice.
my mind?
I see that.
Pixies, very good. Yeah.
Wonderfully done. Yeah, wonderfully done. Oh, crap. Now it's my turn, right? Okay, well, darn. Okay, and I go over to the cart and I slunk off the bag and I rifle through it and I pull out a crowbar. No, crap, I gotta get rid of you. I'm gonna miss you, crowbar. You were one of my prized things I've had. I'm gonna miss this. And I kiss it. And
Do you
I will
use my
put
techniques?
What?
Do you use my kissing techniques? On the
Good
crowbar.
call,
That's a
Rickard.
callback.
What a great time for me to do that. As then I close my eyes, and for a long time, I make out with this crowbar. And then I look at Rickard and,
I give him like 2 thumbs up.
Yes. I'm staring in disgust.
Let me update my notes.
Eyes
A
are-
spittle-covered crowbar. Okay. Yeah.
that's for the pixies. And
Now
then
they know you love it, truly.
I know. It's because I had a good teacher. And then I'm gonna put it down on the thing, and I go, well, I'm gonna miss that crowbar. It was one of my favorite things that I had and forgot that I have.
Give me a
Sure, I'd love to.
deception check.
That's the one.
Persuasion check mixed with the deception check is a
Oh
perception
boy,
check.
I wish I could see the dice.
An 11. Alright, so my notes say that you leave a hand axe etched in Orcish D to G, a tusk earring, a top quality quill, pen and ink, a song for the pixies, open brackets or open parentheses, is that what you say in America? Performed well.
Thank you.
Spittle covered crowbar, open parentheses, deception check. Close
Yeah,
parentheses.
I don't have anything else really. Oh, except for the cloak, but nothing else.
Oh, let's put deception check 11. All right. You do that.
Okay.
Yeah. No pixies come flying out or anything. Nothing happens. You just do these things, and then what would you like to do?
Right on.
Where are the other
We're
items?
gonna ride right into this world, dude.
What are the other items? Did you say, or where are they?
Yeah. I'm looking around, going. Well, so if this is where people leave stuff, where's
There
the
is.
other stuff?
There is other
I
stuff.
imagine that pixies
Oh,
took
there
them.
is.
There is. Yeah,
Oh.
I described it. I'll do it again for you. It's
No,
fine.
nope, you don't have to. I'll
No.
watch the VOD.
Yeah.
Nope.
Watch the VOD.
Yep.
Bits of gold, polished stones, delicate jewelry, and gleaming trinkets.
I remember this part. Yep.
Yeah. So there is.
I wonder
Stuff
what happens
there
if
as
you
well.
take someone else's offering.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
I'm just wondering. I don't know if I know what. Do we know what happens if you take someone else's
You would-
offering?
You would likely even
What did
know the
you
name of the
What did you
pixies.
roll? You rolled a natural 20.
Something. An unnatural 20.
Non-natural 20.
nonetheless.
A paranormal 20.
It's unnatural.
Almost certainly it will anger or upset the pixies.
Also. Yeah, I almost consider it for a second. Seth's eyes sort of linger over the gold and stuff like that, and then she just kind of shrugs and goes
Have
back
you not done
to.
one thing you're thinking, are you?
I am thinking of just our job ahead of us. And I guess we should do now.
Yeah. All right. Well, now that the rock bandit has struck, we should go on with our mission, mithril mission, our mission, our.
Mythian, yes.
That's right.
Sorry.
Quiet!
A pixie.
Shut up!
A pixie rolls out from behind the stone after sneezing.
And then we all say, shut up, because we think it was Sif.
Yeah, and a burst of fairy dust and then runs away. Okay, so the four of you getting back in the wagon and rolling on.
Yeah.
Great.
Rickard, could you lift me up?
Yep.
Thank you.
I lift him up.
You
Easily, in fact.
trundle on down the road. For the record, the horse and donkey continue to be just restless that whole time. They just don't like the general feel of the area. You move on. You move out of the kind of circular meadow, and roughly a mile later or so, you find yourself driving into another similar looking clearing, another kind of circular area where there's this low grass, and there is another standing stone. You notice this stone has a scattering of offerings around it. Do you stop the cart at this one?
I throw a gold piece as a toll and keep moving.
Yeah. Gold piece, ping, launch out. It sort of hits the top of the stone and lands in the offerings.
Can we go get the crowbar? I can drop a coin there instead. You know what? It's fine. I don't have any more gold. Man, I am hemorrhaging resources.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Another mile or so later, you roll into another clearing similar to the last one. Same low grass and another similar looking standing stone. A bunch of scattered offerings around it. You stop at this one.
Are they the same offerings?
Give me a perception
Is it
check.
the same stone? Yeah. You just take my ear off really quick. My bad. Sorry to break the immersion, everyone.
Oh my god!
We could retcon the finger for an ear if you want.
No, it's already
You
in
don't
my
have
mind.
to wear them every week.
Nope.
14 on perception.
Underneath the standing stone, you notice a hand axe, a tusk earring, top quality quill, pen and ink, a song performed very well, a spittle-covered crowbar, and a new gold piece, as well as all of the other things that were left.
Something tells me that we need to offer more, perhaps, or maybe we're just trapped here forever.
And with that, we bring the episode to a close. What a great final couple of words. As
Ruh-roh.
you
Perfect.
you find yourself at the very quick puzzle that I planned to do for the first opening part of the stream, right at the end of it.
That's the way she goes.
And that's the way she goes. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. This has been Sidequest. At the end of every episode of Sidequest, we like to do something chaotic because the show's I feel like it's pretty dull and it's very on rails with what's going on. So we like to do something just to mix it up a bit. Who knew that 2 months ago that I didn't need to do fake it till you make it at all? But we're gonna do a thing called fake it till you make it, which is where we do a completely random viral moment and then upload it to TikTok, and we're gonna do this until one of them goes viral, and otherwise the show doesn't end. Rolling a title sequence now. Title sequence ending now. What are we doing, Orcish?
Yeah, you know, I think that let's just relax a little bit, guys. Everybody relax. Breathe for just a second. Okay, that was a stressful episode.
Yeah.
Okay, very stressful. Brad tried to kill us. And I'd like each of you to just... I'm going to ask you a question, and you just give me a one-word response, okay?
Okay.
All right. Myre, in one word, describe your character.
Got.
Leah, in one word, describe your character.
Wait, cool. Mine's cool.
You're not Leah.
Oh, I was doing a Control Z.
There's no Control Z's in this campaign.
Brad lets us Control Z.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brad lets us Control Z all the time.
All the time.
No, not I don't.
Okay.
Oh,
Your description of your character is got.
It was either that or orc green, but that's 2 words, you know.
That's right. It is.
Cool.
You could do orc-ish. That's 1 word.
We're gonna try again. Leah, describe your character in 1 word.
Naive.
Myth, describe your character in 1 word.
Chaos.
Brad, describe how you feel about GMing us in 1 word.
Hatred.
Wait,
There it is.
Orcish, describe your character in 1 word.
The first word that came to my mind, I don't think I can say.
How bad could it be? What do you mean? Say it.
Curious.
Okay.
Curious works.
Roll the credits.
Was that it? Oh, I thought something was going to happen.
that
I thought
was
he was
it.
going to like make a thing out of it. That was the whole thing.
That was the whole thing.
I think that sums up
You
the
were
campaign
supposed
pretty
to.
well,
Everybody
actually.
was
Is
supposed
that
to
it?
say something fun. Everyone was supposed to say something funny.
I should have said
Oh.
funny.
Shit. Something funny.
Yeah, next time give us the answers in advance, man.
Yeah, you really should be
Yeah, I thought this was
scripting
supposed to be
last bit.
scripted.
Yeah.
Okay, next time we'll script it.
What's trending right now? Hold on.
No, we could be here forever if he's going to be doing that. We're out.
Yeah, I
Thanks
got
for
distracted.
watching, everyone. Tune in next week for the scripted Fake It Till You Make It and the very scripted main portion of the episode. Reminder, we have a brand new show on Fridays called Defend the Gates. It's like a tower defense D&D game. It's insane. And it has Calamari Falcor in it, who was in Sidequest briefly. They could have hired him. If you remember that guy you could have hired. He was drunk and he was sitting
Drunk?
outside the Fighters Guild. And then he was supposed to take part in the silver race and then was
Isn't he a pirate
disqualified
captain?
and never seen again. He's a little bit like a pirate captain, yes. It seems very familiar to one. I've never even fucking seen those movies, which is even weirder.
I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
You
What the
haven't?
fuck?
What?
I know. When did it come out?
We have to fix
2005?
that. We have to fix that.
Just watch them.
That's so good.
He's lying. He's lying.
I've never seen them. I think I've
Right, we're fixing
seen
that.
some
Yeah.
of one,
Yeah, all right.
you know, here and there, but yeah, really weird. Yeah, that's
So
on
weird.
Fridays. If you really enjoy Orcish's role playing, you can catch him on Sundays. He's in another show. And I think there's a show on Thursdays, but I don't think you need to watch that one. That's not very high quality or interesting in any way, I think, compared to this.
Which one
Compared
is
to
that?
the astonishing top quality role play and storytelling provided by us as a cast.
Yeah, one of those guys just sucks.
Yeah. Whack Steven. Thanks for watching. Everyone wave and say goodbye.
Oh.
Bye. Bye.